just the sheer scale of the flooding and the damage in the Cape Winelands, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to even imagine. We've had devastating impact when it comes to the lot of farm workers, but also into the general agricultural industry. In the Western Cape, crops, livestock, infrastructure. That's the losses that farmers face. In Rabo, I've seen visuals of the apple orchards, all the apples on the floor, and so they can't sell it. It means it will impact on the export market. But Peter de Wet is the owner of Excelsior Wine Estate. He's closer to Ashton in that area. But Peter, really appreciate your time. Maybe give our listeners a visual of just what it looks like in that area, a visual from the perspective of a farmer, someone involved in the agriculture industry.
Morning, Lester. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's the farmers that are directly bordering the Breede River that got badly affected. Some wineries actually got flooded, like Van Loofen especially. There's a lot of videos on social media floating around about that. And then Goedverwacht, those are the two I know about. And then you've got the vineyards and the orchards. Fortunately, the crop is off, so that the vineyards that got water, we find, but many vineyards will be unsalvageable. They're underwater. I was actually in a lemon orchard yesterday, 3 hectares, about to be picked in 2 weeks' time. Wow. And it's literally gone. It's gone. There's nothing there, just rock, as far as you can see.
And once a crop goes underwater, it's scrap. You can't export it. Nothing you can do with it.
With the fruit side, it depends. If it's going to be picked, say, in the next 3 weeks, no, you can't export it. The fruit will be damaged. But, stuff that's going to be picked in 6 weeks' time, possibly it's salvageable. The stuff that's damaged will probably drop off, and the remaining should be fine. So it's a bit early to call on that. But then there's literally, much infrastructure is gone. Yeah. Pump houses gone. Power lines across the rivers. It's not that they're down; they're gone. So that has to be replaced. It's vast. It's vast.
In terms of the impact on your enterprise, I know that Excelsior is just on a little bit of an uphill further away from the river. I see that Van Loofen is closer down to the Breede River. But what has been the impact on your operations?
Yeah, not too severe. We on a tributary, the Kochmanskloof. Many of you know it, the river that flows through Montague. But the river actually backed up about 1.5 meters deep into our farm, and we're 2 kilometers away from the Breede. So it gives you an idea. So we got some orchards. We've got a bit of citrus on the farm as well. That got sort of inundated with water, some of it. But not, I really cannot complain. I think most of the farmers, that bordering the Breede River, they took the brunt of it. So I was actually asked by a neighbor of mine, at Viljoenskroop, Fred Viljoen. His English is a little bit like airtime. It's only got so many minutes and then it's finished. So, so I was to rather talk to you guys. But just to list the wineries that you guys will know, Springfield had extensive damage to their vineyard infrastructure. Bon Courage, Van Loofen, Viljoenskroop, Goedverwacht. Just as you go down.
Yeah, give me a little bit of a historical perspective here. Earlier in the show, we spoke to a farm worker, Faiz, and he says he's not seen something like this since 2014.
Yeah, no, it's far bigger than that. So, people have been delving into the old records of flooding. So we've actually had a run of flooding from 2023, 2024 was very large. But the estimate of this is it's double of 2024. It's very difficult to get exact figures at this stage, but that will come in time. But then you've got to go back into historical figures. You're talking about 1905 to 1925. There were 4 or 5 of these mega floods. So it's stuff that has not been, the farm worker that you mentioned is correct. It hasn't been seen in living memory. It's vast.
Peter, really appreciate your time and best of luck to you, your colleagues, your neighbours, all the people of the Cape Winelands area. Peter de Wet is the owner of Excelsior Wine Estate.